What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. It's time for a little bit more Subnautica. Happy to have you here today. Welcome on in. Strap on in. It's time for us to do a little bit of base building. Now, we're not going to be able to get a lot done today. I basically cleared this entire zone of most of the metal nodes, and I only got enough lead to do, like, a small amount of building, which is a little bit disappointing. They've added lead to the foundations, and that's actually made it a lot harder to build a big base. But, that said, there's still things we can do in today's episode, and lining up something like a solid storage option is what I'm going to be interested in next. So, let's break out our handy-dandy construction tool here. I'm going to put in another foundation right there. That looks perfect. Foundationalized, good. And now that we have our foundation, this is going to kind of be the entrance right here. And so what I want to do is we will put in a compartment. Like, will that go right there? Compartment. What kind of big-ass compartment do I want to put inside of here? I want something a little bit larger, but I don't even know if I have that. We've got a base-attached air pump. Oxygen from a habitat to a pipe network. Okay. And then solar panels are going to be kind of important, too, because we got to power the base. Otherwise, it won't be able to produce any of the stuff that we want it to. I suppose I'll just put this right here then. Like so. Got ourselves a nice little compartment. I can't really do a whole lot with that right now. Let me enter the CMOP to get my oxygen back very rapidly. And now that we're filled back up, the next thing we need is the ability to put in a hatch. So I'll put in the hatch right there. We need some quartz. I wonder if there's any quartz around. Quartz, where are you? Are you here, quartz? I need you. I don't see any quartz down here. Then again, it's kind of hard to see. Is the power source out on this right now? It is. Well, that sucketh. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a fish back with me, because we're probably going to need dinner pretty soon. But without quartz, that sort of stops this adventure from being incredibly useful. I'll catch you real fast. We've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that down there. Well, shit. Let me hunt down some quartz, and then I'll let you know when I find some. I didn't know I was going to need it right now. I got a whole bunch back at base. So let me make the base run real quick, and I'll bring back the quartz, because I did not know that was going to be a thing that was required. Alright, so having grabbed the stuff that I needed in order to make this work, we should be back in action here. I'm a little bit hungry and I'm a little bit thirsty, but I think we've got time to mash this out. I also caught the fish I was going to need before we went any further, so we should be cool. Right there, we need to construct that hatch. That'll get us inside the base. Something just bit my face. Jerk, what was it? Oh, is that little bastard right there. You're going to get cut, fool. Yup. Find out, son. Find out. Exactly. That's what happened to you. The other thing that we're going to need is we need to build some more hab space around here. I don't know how much habitat space we're going to have, but we need it. So I'll go with a compartment right there. That'll take us through the tunnel a little bit. And then are there actual, like, rooms that I can deploy inside of here? Because that is what I need right now. So if we have, like, a circular area, that'd be great. That's a glass compartment. What happened to the... There was, like, a room, if I remember right. And it doesn't look like we have it anymore. Maybe we got to I swear to God, fish, I have a laser gun. I will take you out. You will find out, fishy. I'm sick. I'm going to kill him. I got, like, 10 seconds of oxygen left. I don't even care. He's getting stabbed. There it is. Get a little bit of violence off just to remind him that man is running the forest right now. Since we don't have the circular habitat... I guess that must be something that I have to research now. I don't know. I haven't seen any research parts around that seem to indicate that you can get like a... I mean, we need it, but that was always something that you started with in the past, and so I don't even know where I should get that from for my habitat. Since all we have available to us right now is hallways, that sort of makes us... It places us in an interesting situation, because I don't know how to get around that constraint. It's kind of a weird spot to be in as a player right now because they've changed something around on me, and I'm going to have to figure out how I do the thing that they changed around on me. I caught a Gary fish. I'll be honest with you, a Gary fish does not look very appetizing. I don't know if that's an insult or not. Like, if you tell something that it doesn't look appetizing, is that an insult? I don't know, but I'm going to do it anyways. I will eat you, and eat you. And there we go. I will eat all of those as well. And as an added bonus, that seems to have cleared out our inventory space, which is great. I'm going to go down real fast, and I dumped a bunch of resources right here on the ground. I'm going to grab this copper, this silver, and a couple of acid mushrooms. And we're going to make some batteries for the Sea Glide because I need it. Going around with the Sea Glide's a pain in my ass, and I'm, like, done not being able to do this. Make a couple batteries real fast. That'll clear out the inventory even further. So there we go. Is that enough batteries? Are we solid right there? Should be good enough. We'll exchange the power source right here, and we get a battery charger a little bit later, which is super rad, and I would highly recommend it, but we don't have it right now. That's one of those things that goes into your base and is useful later on. So since we don't have the circular habitat thingy, that keeps freaking me out, but I got like a graphical glitch over there that just like won't go away. I'm not sure what it is, but it just hangs out over there, so I ignore it, and I hope that it doesn't become a large issue later on. What I wanted to do is I have a little thing right here. I was hoping we'd have enough room to make, like, I don't know, 2 big rooms at least with a hallway connecting them so that I could lay down some lockers. And if we had the lockers, we'd be able to do some pretty cool stuff inside the base.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, so we don't have oxygen inside of here, but that's all right. This is going to be the entrance to our rad-ass base. And I need to figure out where the hell... Yeah, so the module we're looking for is called the multi-purpose room, and I don't recall if it unlocks the way that I think it unlocks, but I thought you used to start with that, but maybe I'm just 100% wrong right there. On the plus side, I know where we can get that from. I think you just have to scan the object in its natural environment, and so if we can find our way over to... There should be an island over here. I think there's a multi-purpose room on the island. And so I think it's a good idea. I think the island is off this way. I don't recall exactly, though. We got a volcano right there. I'm going to try and bunny hop up out of the water every now and again and find this thing. It should be fairly prominent. But I don't want to get myself into trouble in water that I can't handle if I can avoid it. So this only goes down to 200 meters, but this is another red grass biome, so it should be safe. There's no kind of multi-purpose room down here. This might even be our red grass biome. While I'm in the market, it might be a good idea to look for a little bit more lead or whatever to help. No, that wasn't the sound that I was listening for. I'm listening for reapers right now. We don't really have a way to get past them. Yeah, this is the reaper zone right here. I recognize the weird little toothy things on the ground. I don't know if I've made a good decision right now. Whatever the decision is we've made, however, I need to find this island. Island, did they move you? I thought the island was this way for sure. But I don't see it now off in the distance. And that's the part that kind of worries me a little bit. Normally you'd be able to tell where an island was just by simply looking around. You can actually find there's a cloud bank that normally surrounds most islands, and it's going to be different. Sailors used to use it to navigate. And so anyways, if you go to Hawaii or any other like tropical island or anything like that, and you look around, you will be able to find an island based on, you'll see birds around, and I forget what it's called. It's called like a something crown or something like that. It allows you, it's like a auroral crown, or it's got some name. I don't know what the name is, but basically islands have like a ring of clouds around them a lot of the time, and it looks different to the normal clouds you would see when you look up at the sky. So when you look at the sky like this right here, it would look completely and totally different. It would look like basically, there it is right there. Okay, let's go off to the island. We found our heading. Hopefully nothing bad happens to us. This is going to be an adventure. We're going out to the island. We're going out to the island. I hope we don't get eaten at the island by Leviathan Reapers here. Oh, I hate this so much. I do not enjoy this zone. Oh, that scared me. Okay, I'm going to poop a little bit if we see a Reaper out here. I am not trying to get aced by a Reaper right now. But I think they are out here. I recognize this zone, and I'm pretty sure they cruise around. Not at super low depth, but I think they cruise around this area. They might not be up near the surface, though. Like, we're kind of deep down right now. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We made it. Nice. So here's the island. Do you remember all those years ago when we first did a series on this game, how we came to the island and there was nothing here and, like, there was nothing really to look at? Well, now that's a little bit different. The island actually has things on it that you're going to want to take a look at. They're going to make your life a tad easier. We got a little inlet right there. Not what I'm looking for. Where are we along the sides? So there's our beach right there, I think. We should be able to disembark here pretty much safely and get back onto dry land, which is something we actually have not managed in a little while. So here we are on the island. Let's look around for signals or anything that might be coming through. I'm pretty sure there's a beacon thing. I don't see any broadcast points, but there's our observatory right there. And if we can make it a little bit further onto the island, we should be able to do some useful stuff with the things around here. Now, we're a little bit full up on our image. Ow, shit. What the hell was that? Something just bit me. Oh my god, it's like a head crab. Run! Can I fight it? Oh, there didn't used to be hostile things out here. There we go. Get him. Take him out. I don't know what that was, but it was a jerk, and I don't like it. Yeah, what you want, son? What you want? Get some. Alright, so what is that thing? Let's scan it. A cave crawler. What does a cave crawler do? It's an indigenous life form. Oh, dude, there's another one right there. I haven't got time to read out here. They hate literacy! That's what they're against. See, you just can't read around them. That's their secret weakness. You read a book around them, and they just fall apart. Grub basket. Okay, well, maybe there'd be some kind of food inside of here. Grub basket, yeah. In the grub basket, orange-colored plant which has a thick protein-rich sludge. A carnivorous lifestyle wherein grubs and insects are attracted to it. Can I eat out of it? Is that possible? Can I pick up whatever's inside of there? No. It's almost nighttime again, too, and my dumbass doesn't have a flashlight. A voxel shrub. Okay. I guess we'll scan everything while we're here. We are here in the pursuit of science, after all. A little bit of ye olde science. What other stuff is happening around here? Obviously, there's something way up there at the top, but I don't really care about that. A little bit terrified of giant insects that want to, like, cleave my face off. That part's definitely got me a little bit apprehensive about, like, plunging forward with no regard for my safety. A bulbo tree. Is it edible? Can I eat that? No. It's got little weepy eyeballs at the bottom of it. It's kind of gross. Looks like a bowling ball that decided to explode sugar everywhere. Nothing over here. We got another observatory right there. So chances are we have plenty of stuff to look after and try and get to while we're on the island. Here's our first little stop, though, I think. This might be exactly what we're looking for. Infected? What the hell does infected mean? Uh-oh. You'll have to forgive me there, but it says we're infected with something, and I think that's kind of concerning. I don't know what I'm infected by, but we weren't infected before, and now we're infected. There's a Chinese potato. Can I eat it? Is it good for me? Like, if I eat a Chinese potato, what happens? So I get food 15? Yeah, go ahead. Why not? If there's food laying around all over the place, we might as well get in on it. Lantern fruits. And that's a little bit bigger, too, I would assume, so that the player can't, like, stock up on them and just have, like, an endless supply of food. Still, I'm going to graze for right now, because we are a little bit hungry, and I hate foraging for food, so you know what? Done. A little bit more liquids in our system. Now then, what we needed to do is I need to scan this. So that's a wall planter right there. We don't have access to that. That is a multi-purpose room. That's going to take forever to scan. Good lord, scanner. This is why I don't run any of my equipment on Pentium 4s anymore. Good lord. Taking forever. So now we've got the thing that we were looking for. And what is that? A stasis rifle fragment? Sure, a gun sounds great. Ow, damn it. These things are everywhere. Die! No longer be a part of my life. Be destroyed. A PD... Still getting attacked. Something's still trying to bite me. A purple tablet. The hell is that?
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched. Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
There's a little critter down inside of here, and I want to stab it, but it looks like we've got some kind of new thing right here. Oh, we got the info for the Ultra Glide fins. That's good. I don't even know if you can crouch in this game, but I don't want to go down there because that thing's going to bite me and it's going to hurt. It's being a jerk. A jerkety jerk. Go away, fool. He's blocking the ladder, too. There we go. Oh, I'm going to put hands on you. Please believe, random critter. Is that a different one? That one looks a little different than the last one. Specimen with symptoms of an unknown... Ow! It's still alive. Stab it. Stab it till it don't move anymore. Yup, just keep stabbing. I don't even care. A supply crate. Maybe I'll have a med kit inside of it, possibly. What's that got? A free battery? Okay, sounds good to me. I can't see so well down and in here. But apparently it had an infection, and it's good at playing dead.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
do you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of storm water? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with your plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Hey, there's a desk inside of there. I'm going to scan it.
Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Okay. Sounds like something went wrong in here.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Yeah, that's not a...
New PDA data.
I don't really know what to say about that. If I knew rescue wasn't coming for like years, I'd be a little bit nervous about all this. Wouldn't feel good about it, that's for sure. It's a little dark and I don't have a flashlight, so I think I'm going to be stuck. I'm just going to wait till morning and then we'll keep exploring. Because right now our health is low enough that I'm worried about pressing ahead without being able to see where I'm going. If our health was a little bit better, I might take more risks, but for now, let's wait till morning. There we go. Sunlight's beginning to show up out here, which makes me feel a bit better about all the bad ways this could be going. I just want to be able to see a threat coming, if a threat is going to be coming. You know, like I'm a bit of a defensive turtler, me personally. I don't know if I want to go down that way. Then again, I'm not so sure that up is an option either. I love the way this game lets you go up like sheer cliffs and things like that. I hate it when games like a human could walk up that incline. It'd be a pain in the ass. You might have to 3-point climb it, but you could get up that incline no problem. Whereas like for some things, they're just like, nah, man. Like games are always being a little iffy. So we've got that right there and that right there are the two that we need to go look at. That one's got a fairly pronounced trail, as does that one. So I think we'll try this one over here first. I don't think we've scanned everything just yet. I'm going to get my knife out just in case we got to do some knife fighting before too long. I like the way they've changed up the sounds of you moving around, too. There's like a clinking and kind of a jostling and sort of a metallic noise while you're running around. That's a new addition. It didn't used to do that when you were on soil. It didn't really care before. I might be able to jump over to here, but I think I'm going backwards right now in case you came down from that way, I think is what it's doing. So this little cave right here actually wouldn't be a terrible idea for a shelter. If you were stuck in a situation like this, the caves would work. You don't know what comes home to the cave, but you light a fire inside of there, you might be all right. The only thing you got to watch out for is if you light a fire inside of a cave system, it can cause the rocks to expand, and that can cause cave-ins. So I would light the fire for like 7 or 8 hours first inside the hole, and then I would just not be inside of there for a while. Just wait and see, you know what I mean? I doubt it'll happen. It's a very low likelihood, but at the same time, being crushed to death is kind of a permanent punishment for a slight indiscretion. So, you know, give it some time. Light a fire, let it do its thing. The other thing I'd worry about around here is that you wouldn't have the wood supplies to actually keep a fire going long term. I probably wouldn't even light a fire until I felt like the seasons were changing. And even so, is there a guarantee these are going to fall down fast enough in order for you to keep a fire lit around the clock? My experience would be no. What do we have going on here? So we've got a composite plant pot. Okay. I'll take that with me. Chinese potato we've already got going on. We got marble melons over here. So that's an indigenous life form. What does a marble melon do? Can I eat it? I would assume that I can. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good for you right there. Oh, there's only the one of them? Damn. I hope that wasn't the only one. That would suck. Scan the Chinese potato real fast, too. See what we get out. So there you go. We got another indigenous life form. So we have the observatory over here. I'll go ahead and scan that. We've got a desk and we've got a chair here. Just scan that to the side. This turned in, I was going to build a base today, but this has actually turned into a pretty productive little trip. We've got the observatory. We've got a swivel chair, so obviously if we're going to set up a PC gaming rig out here, we're going to have a dope chair. And then we've got a new voice log. Let's listen.
New PDA data.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Sound like there's a little bit of dissent among the ranks right there. I don't really know what I would do. Like, that's what I was pointing out with the trees, too. Is I was just kind of like, this island's a little spit of land, though. Like, I really don't feel like this island is good enough to keep you safe. Like, you're going to chop down the trees pretty rapidly trying to keep a fire lit, assuming that it gets cold. You're going to go through whatever forageable plants there are. I mean, you don't even know what's edible out here, which means that you got to be the test bed to go ahead and lick something and see if you die. And I don't think you want to be that guy. Like, that's the really tough part. And so this would put a survivor in a bit of a very risky situation. It would definitely be subpar. We got a container over here with some disinfected water. Hell yeah.
Will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
So we've got return from the deep.
Integrating new PDA data.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Near blueprint acquired.
I have my assumptions that they didn't make it, but it's sort of horrifying, isn't it? I mean, this would definitely be, it would take island fever to a whole new level. Being the only guy here left on over just waiting for everything to end. I'm not even sure I would try. In all honesty, I might just end it myself, just go out on my own terms. I don't like the prospects of sniveling and going out starving and shaking and hungry next to a fire. I don't like that at all. If there's no prospect of ever escaping or ever, like, getting out of this place, do I really want to kick and scream and fight for as long as possible if the inevitable is coming, you know what I mean? And that's going to be one of those things that, like, any survivor has to deal with in a situation where you've got limited resources, you're on a place that is inhospitable for the most part. It don't like you none. That's the truth. And you've got to kind of figure out a way to eke out a living right here. It looks like we've got some kind of little Second Officer Keen's last broadcast location. I don't know if I want to go down there. I can't even get to that depth, I don't think. I don't know if there's anything even underneath the island. I mean, the last time I played, there wasn't really anything underneath the island that was useful. Like, it was there, but it wasn't anything to write home about. Like, there was stuff down there, but it wasn't anything that kind of changed your situation and made things easier. So far, we got a stasis rifle. That's pretty nice to have. It allows us to put a little bit of buck on hostile critters, lock them down inside of a, I don't know, some kind of bubble. I was going to say an electromagnetic bubble, but I don't even know if it does that. I'm not super sure what the bubble's made out of. But it allows us to defeat our enemies and hold them in place. There. Easy enough description of the situation. Since we got what we came for, I'm thinking we should get the hell out of here. I don't think it's a good idea to stay here, especially with our health in the current situation. So I'm going to head back to base. Oh, we got another one of them little crab douches over here. Great. Just what I felt like dealing with. I'm going to head back to the base, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for stopping on in. This is Subnautica. If you want to get the game for yourself, you can do that down below. If you are enjoying the series, please take a moment, hit that like button. That's the best way that you can support me as a content creator. Other than that, I've got a link for you down below if you want the title for yourself and you want to play it right now and figure out what's going on in the storyline. I will see you all later. How you do, everybody? Bye-bye.